Good morning to you all out there. Thank you for joining us again. It's another sad day still. A lot of still feeling what happened yesterday. John and Diane and the family are all sending their love and prayers and thoughts to us all, and their thanks for us all having such wonderful things to say. But thanks to them. Thanks to Ruby. Thanks for spending your time with us while we had time to spend with you. If you have a look back in the chats, I'll put Albie did a beautiful little. Everyone's been so busy organising things. Ruby's daughters have been organising the funerals and all the things going on. But I did put in the comments section the funeral, which is organised for next Wednesday. And I urge anyone that can get there, please get there. I'm trying to shuffle things around to try and get there. It's not going to be easy. Next week's very busy, but I would love to be there to say goodbye. As we all know, Ruby stood strong for a long time by herself, and then with Diane, she came to Canberra so many times. Albie and her sitting in that car driving for hours before John was willing to come down and hang out with us as well. She inspired a lot of people around this country. There's a lot of love coming in from a lot of people. She'll never be forgotten, that's for sure. It'd be great if the inspiration from what Ruby did might help others stand up. It's a pity they didn't stand up beforehand. She worked tirelessly for our children. I didn't mention it much yesterday, but them raiding her house on Saturday, she was on her last legs, really not doing well, and having 6 detectives come through her house just to make a distraction for what was actually going on at Government House that day. That's how it seems. Everything's a distraction. They try and screw us over every which way. We haven't got a huge crew here today, but that's alright. Everyone's feeling it after yesterday. As always, there will always be someone standing in this line. I've decided I'm going to keep my flag at half mast until Wednesday at least. I think that's the proper protocol. Not that I know these things. I could probably ask Dan when he comes back to town over the weekend. Good morning, Wanda. How you doing? Yes, they're still naughty nanas and they still won't stop what they're doing. All these stripes in the sky, is it Ruby chalking for us still? Or is just the evil still getting away with what they want to do? Someone's deleting your chats, Dan. It's not me. I don't know how you delete the head moderator. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're actually enjoying our country while you can. Take a day or two off. We've all got a lot to go through in our heads. But it's probably a good time for us to celebrate Ruby's life. She did touch a lot of us. Her smile was infectious. The light coming out of her was infectious. And she's in a better place. I had a couple of drinks for Ruby last night. I'm sure a lot of others at home did too. Still sending love and prayers to you and your family, Albie. I know you're going through a lot, and you still managed to get a lot of stuff sorted out yesterday with everything else you've got going on in your life. Up in the chemtrails today, it's quite a nice day here in Canberra. Not too much wind, it's nice and warm. And good morning to you, Batman. I'll have to ring you later, or give me a call later this afternoon after work or whatever, brother. I've got to sort out stuff for you for next week. Because I need to know exactly what's going on next week so I can try and work around my plans. Yeah, you take your time, Dan. Look at the water, enjoy our beautiful country, brother. Take some days off. There's always someone to cover, someone missing in this place. We've had the best people in this country, I believe, here. And none of us would have met each other if they hadn't done this shit to us. Lines in our skies, you probably can't quite see it. No, I'm not going to zoom in. I'm really bad on the camera. Someone else should do this camera work. I might make you all dizzy. I don't know where to set you up today. The side, the front, the back. But I've got to connect up to the speaker, so over here you seem to hear better, so it's probably our best option. You're probably sick of looking at the same bloody thing every day, but you know I'm not a cameraman. Before I go and do anything, just to let everyone know, I've heard people calling out to come here and stand and do all those things, come and support us. No one ever needs to support us. We've got people around us supporting us every day to keep going with what's doing. We need to wake people up at home everywhere. When we've got enough of an army of people to stand up and tell the government no, that's when we need to be in Canberra. So just please continue to try and wake people up. Try and do what you do every day. Spread the love. Show that we're not bad people. Show them your love. Show them how much better the world can be. Like Ruby used to do every day. We'll get to a better place soon. But yeah, Don't make the trip to Canberra until you're ready to stand up for yourselves and your family. But just wake everyone up around you can, please, guys. We know you're with us. We feel you every day. We hear you every day. The time will come when it's time to stand up. Here, I mean, we know it's time to stand up every day, but the time will come. Yes, thank you, Pen. We know. We all know. We'll all know when the time is to be here. And just thank you all for joining us every day. Thank you for doing what you do. Good morning, everyone. Please move forward. Remove headdress. Stand fast! They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. The staunch till the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Good morning, Governor General David Hurley. As the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Woodrow Commission, 1995 to 97. The Woodrow Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-Prime Minister, and others of prominent stature. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. And it's unacceptable because pedophiles are trying to tell us what to do. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people, such as the 28 people on the police report, keep each other's dirty little pedophilic secrets. How foul is that, Governor General? Further, into his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue. Bit scary, eh, guys? Because the issue might cause some lack of confidence in the public for the judiciary system. Well, that's already happened, hasn't it? Look what you're doing to us in the courts. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Woodrow Commission, given that the Australian taxpayer paid out roughly $64 million on it? We have a right to full disclosure, given that we paid for it. 27 painful years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland, and daily since the 7th of February 2022 here outside our house in the Australian Capital Territory, and you're still not listening. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. Why does Australia have this kind of industry? Child trafficking accepted by the good people of Australia or the world. And those that are trying to push it on our children and normalise it, I wouldn't like to be you standing in front of God. Help you. We the people also require the individual, which is you, David Hurley, honoured with the position of Governor General, uphold the requirements of the Office of Governor General. And why you, Governor General, have not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in trying to inhibit the people from peacefully protesting, which is the protected rights of all Australians. Something I am very proud to be. Are you, Hurley? It's up to the men and women of Australia to determine the level of confidence they have in the police, judiciary system and parliament on this matter. And we find you all lacking. Where is the honesty, the transparency and the truth? You're burying it with all your dirty little secrets. We have no secrets. You're sincerely concerned men, women and children of this great nation of Australia.
Good morning, Governor General David Hurley. Confusing times. They want to bring out a disinformation bill. What's the word for someone? Defamation? If you give false information to someone or make the false claims, defamation. Defamation. So, they have the disinformation bill. Disinformation is in the line of defamation. We have a law that says you can't define someone, but yet we have press, mainstream media, putting out defamations, obviously, knowingly, against a war, never remembered person, damaging his respect, his responsibilities and his view from the others. He goes for court, claims it, has a reasonable cause for it, and hold on. The press has the right to do so. It's in the public of the interest to bring awareness to it. So he has to suffer. Damage is done. The defamation bill is nothing else. We're losing confidence in our government, judiciary, and this is why I ask you, instruct you to dissolve the parliament and issue a writ for a fresh election. And further, I want all the documents that Senator Haviland produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. The same as is the findings from the Integrity Commission Committee. These two things are not up for negotiations. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. Governor Hurley, do your job!
Hey Gigi,
My name is Lee. I have lost confidence in the government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission, all of them, released to the public, unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. And don't forget, Gigi, nothing can stop what is coming. Where we go one, we go all.
The National Redress Scheme. About the National Redress Scheme. www.nationalredress.gov.au. The National Redress Scheme has been created in response to recommendations by the Royal Commission into institutionalised responses to child sexual abuse. The Royal Commission into institutionalised responses to child sexual abuse listened to thousands of people about the abuse they experienced as children. The abuse happened in orphanages, children's homes, schools, churches, and other religious organisations, sports clubs, hospitals, foster care, and other institutions. Where's our Child Protection Agency? What have they bloody done? Nothing, because they're not protecting our children. The National Redress Scheme provides support to people who experience institutionalised sexual child abuse. It started on the 1st of July 2018 and will run for 10 years. And it acknowledges that many children were abused sexually in Australian institutions. It holds the institutions accountable. It helps people who have experienced institutional child sexual abuse gain access to counselling, a direct personal response, and a redress payment. What about the perpetrators? The people who commit these crimes? This isn't good enough. It's only half a job. Do the rest or don't do anything at all.
David Hurley, on the 13th of March 2020, you put your own neck on the chopping block by signing the Federal Declaration of a Pandemic under the Biosecurity Act 2015. You used your authority and took the responsibility. I know as an Army officer, you never learnt about responsibility linked to your authority. I see the Army now just being prepared to throw the minions under the bus, take no responsibility for their decision making. However, your decision to declare this federal pandemic has consequences. You were liable for every breach of that declaration by the states, and you had an obligation to bring them back into line, which you did not. What was your response when the states violated people's human rights? Absolute silence. And your silence meant that you were agreeing with their criminal activity. And as such, you are liable for their actions as well as them. You sit in our house and don't do your job. No different to every one of the governors round this great country of Australia. We have a governor in Queensland who received a position, it seems, as a reward for acting illegally under the state government's advice. My opinion. And I had a friend who decided that was not acceptable. And she took it upon herself to stand in front of the governor's house and call to account yourself and the governors for not protecting the children. So what was your response? You set the bully boys to make shit up, to arrest her, and to treat her terribly. What was her crime? Her crime was that she was a grandmother who refused to keep her mouth shut when she saw what the elite were doing with the children. So what did the police do? They imprisoned her. They treated her badly. They raided her house, not once but twice. When she was dying in her own house, last Saturday, police came with a 60-page search warrant. Based on what? The fact that she decided she was going to hold you accountable for hiding the crimes of the elite. And her friend, who was her carer, was arrested for being in the house and refusing to show her ID to these thugs. Well, I've got news for you, and it's all bad. Your time is coming to an end. We remember you, Ruby, and we stand where you stood, and we hold them accountable as you held them accountable. Your work will not go unheeded. I suggest that the Governor of Queensland prepare her affairs, because I believe she'll be charged with treason. And you, David Hurley, I have a question for you. It's a simple question that you failed to answer. David Hurley, are you a child rapist and a child trafficker? I ask this question because a young man stood on your front lawn last year on Anzac Day and accused you of raping and trafficking him. And what was your response? Deafening silence. So I made it my business to seek an answer from your lips. And I plan to ask this question every chance I get until I get a response from your lips. Because this is a serious business, And if you are involved in that, you need to be charged. And if you're not, you need to stand up and say so. So David Hurley, the ball's in your court. I'm waiting to hear your response. This is the thumbnail from today. Mrs. Arena's allegations of the meeting that took place and agreements were reached following immediately after her quotation from Mr. Mitchell's article of the 17th of March, 1996. The concluding passages of the quoted article state that after a small group of police who were actively involved in pedophilia networks were discovered by the Wood Royal Commission and were forced to roll over, the Wood Royal Commission made groundbreaking headway into the world of one of Australia's most shameful secrets. Expose the 28 hashtag. Mrs. Arena's answer to her own question as to what happened was clearly intended by her to be understood as meaning that the Wood Royal Commission was prevented from performing its function properly as a consequence of 3 meetings which produced an agreement between Mr. Carr and Justice Wood, in inverted commas, to ensure the people in high places would not be named. Moreover, Mrs. Arena made clear in her speech that because of the existence of this agreement, no members of Parliament or judges were exposed. The Royal Commission did not ask for the prosecution of high-profile pedophiles on whom it had evidence and witnesses. And the Royal Commission did not even try to get any evidence of these persons who were pedophiles. Massive cover-up to which reference was made was described as being one where important people in our community who are the untouchables in our society were given special and favoured treatment by the Royal Commission in the conduct of their business. We're still here. Just in case you haven't heard, 8 o'clock tonight, Guru is going to do a special on Ruby. So if you want to tune in.
still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never gonna jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. 2 kids out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No deeds, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library to empty, thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shot, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left, and they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization, it's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way these warriors fought. Our worried for the law and in June income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. 2 kids out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camp, done all the camp. 2 kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here.
Gabby, come here. No. Gabby,
someone's touching
come here. Wow, well, I'll remember that. You alright, brother? Yeah, we better check on the possums. I haven't checked on them for a few days, guys. They've been poking their heads out last few times we've checked on them, so we'll have a look in anyway. If I was smarter, I'd look at my phone so I could look what I'm looking at in there, I suppose. How is everyone at home feeling today? We're all a bit up and down here. Well, thanks for joining us, Amos. We will see you soon. Much love, no fear. That's a very good message, my friend. You take care, brother. Much love to you too, Melissa. Be safe. Hold your loved ones close, guys. Got my chin up and my spirits are high. We will be celebrating Ruby's passing. She was an amazing woman. Like every day is always a struggle here. Mentally more than anything else. The good people around us every day keep us strong. It's the love that always keeps us all strong. It's what the world needs to get back to. Everything will always be okay as long as we've got friends and family around. We always have to be understanding and caring. make this government accountable, make these police accountable. It's the lack of heart in the community that has allowed what's happened to everyone. We all know there's a better way. Good morning, Vicky. Yes, we all carry a bit of Ruby in us now. Carry her fire and spirit. People at home do not believe what we are fighting for. Bring up that childcare worker. Ask why they didn't stop him earlier. They had information on him earlier. How many of those children could have been salvaged from what happened? Did they have to wait until 91 girls were abused? They knew in 2014 what was going on. Their excuse. Oh, we need a stronger case before we can do something. It's all about their crazy bullshit justice system. If we had rules that really sorted this shit out, we wouldn't have to wait. These evil pricks would be held accountable instead of them covering up their crimes. People can't open their eyes up to what is really going on. Try and get them to go to the Sound of Freedom. In some states it's only playing for a few days. We've got so many things to be fighting on, but as always, saving our children is the biggest thing. If these bills, if these legislations, these acts come into place, they will shut us down, so we can't speak up. We need to wake everyone up before these things happen so they understand. And then the people said no, that's exactly right. You got it, Ken. There's so many things written on my car. Karen really knows how to sum it up in some nice simple words. And People said no. The end. That thumbnail. Read any of your read the thumbnail to any of your friends, the non-believers, how they cover this shit up. I'm so thankful for so many people in this movement. Do so much for us all to keep us going every day. And all we can all do is try better every other day. If we don't get it right one day, we try better, just like Groundhog Day. The world might be like the Twilight Zone, but we just keep working forward, guys. Learn every day. Plant seeds differently. If that didn't work, try something different. We don't give in. We never give in. Senators out there, come and stand with us. Stand up. I know you stand up on your little things that I understand. There's so many things that need to be stood up for, but we're here standing strong daily, day in, day out. Come and stand with us. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you soon, Dan. Loved you too, Pen. Alright, I'm going to try and zoom again, Diggs. Don't shoot me when I do it badly. They're still just continuing to spray lines. Yeah, miss you too, Vicky. Give Hands a big hug for me. And you look after yourself. I hope everything's going well for court next week. Vaughan seems to be a real star of our show at the moment. The effort he's putting on our thumbnails, putting things together, keeping things organised. Everyone stands up around here to help out where someone else isn't here. Sorry? No, oh, they've been laying us all morning. You've just been too hungover to see it, mate.
Thank you.
Vaughan's got his beer goggles on still from last night. Feeling a little bit seedy today. Pity this thing doesn't zoom in further. We can actually see which plane it is that's doing this. Yes. Oh. You have a great day, Daniel. Thanks for joining us again. I'm probably going to shut the live down shortly, guys. I haven't got many words for you anyway. I've got lots of things to get organised. Try and shuffle some things around. Thank you all for joining us as always. Love and prayers to you all and to all your loved ones. We will make this world a better place. We just keep trying. We never give in. We fight with Ruby's strength. But love you all. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. Thank you guys.